Matt, holy shit.
Holy shit is right, dog.
Unfucking believable.
All right, so look. I'm going to be myself first. Before we all start blowing each other here and acting like this was 38-7, okay? There are real problems that have to be fixed.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we've got Deion Sanders Jr. on tomorrow, and he knows I'm going to grill him. And we're probably going to be in Boulder. I got to clarify that with him tomorrow. We might do it on the bye week too, just because it might be easier.
Right.
But the special teams is a massive problem. Okay,
Yes,
the offensive line got butchered. Now they ran the ball well to a point. I mean, they had carries and they scored touchdowns, and when they needed it, they ran the ball well.
True.
But Shador's not going to survive if we can't protect the passer. And I saw Coach Lodehold after the game, and he was pumped, obviously, from the win. But the first thing he said was, well, we got to get this shit fixed.
Yeah.
So at some point, it's on the players. Like, you heard him in the video at the game yelling at him, like, have some fucking pride. Don't let him – yeah, right here, listen to this.
Protect the fucking quarterback. He is getting hit way too much. I don't like this. I know you don't like it. I know you like you take pride in not letting your man hit the quarterback. Do we understand that? Sure, sir.
So, like, coach can't go block him.
Yep.
So, for everything good we saw, there's so much to fix, especially with the special teams. I am freaked the fuck out about special teams.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
Yeah, I played on a team in 2002. I was medical redshirted, but I was still there, where we won 9 games, and we could have won 11 games if we had a kicker.
Right.
And then we went out and Coach Barnett was like, fuck this, and went out and got Mason Crosby. Like, Mata made some field goals. Good for him. But we can't – if we're at altitude and we can't kick the ball through the goal and get a touchback and we can't cover kicks, that is going to be a recipe for absolute disaster. You can take 10 points off the board from Baylor just from special teams.
Kept them in the game.
The kickoff return and the punt return were – and then having to sky kick it and then getting the ball at the 40 – directly related to another touchdown. So I would say the special teams directly related to 17 points.
I agree with you.
So that has to be fixed. And not having a special teams coach, that's not good. We sent him to Saudi Arabia to secure funding. That didn't work. We fired his ass.
Yeah.
So funny to me, dog. It's such a great story. Yeah. The offensive line, I have a feeling that Houston's the Houston like right tackle experiment's over. I think that Benson's probably going to be the guy out there. They put Myers at right guard. They moved some things around. Tyler Brown got beat like a Cherokee drum. I mean, he was getting like when you have immediate pressure and it's not like edge pressure because your pocket's supposed to be wide and firm. Mm-hmm. Firm in the front, wide at the corner so he can step up. If Shador can't step up, bro, I mean, holy shit. JB's like criticizing him for extending plays. Where you want him to take a fucking sack?
There's no choice.
It's so dumb. So they've got shit to fix there. And knowing Coach Lodehold and the staff and everybody, they will. And if you don't think they have stuff to fix, you're fucking blind. And you're a prime sexual and you are not really a CU fan. Because I can take all the excitement and everything that just happened the other night, and I can put that in one box. And then I can take the next day when I wake up, I can take everything as a coach and a player and put it in another box and go, we just got really fucking lucky. It's a miracle. The rainy day fucking miracle. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
The 21st of September. Like that shit was nuts. Okay? So let's go from I got the negative out of the way. Everybody knows what needs to get fixed. We'll grill Bucky about it tomorrow. I'm sure he'll love those questions.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Bro, what I saw on Saturday night was like Michael Jordan-esque.
Yeah.
Shador's different, dog. Like there's just certain guys who have it. Mm-hmm. And Shador and Travis are 2 generational players at their positions that are going to make a ton of money in the NFL. Yeah. Shador is the #1 quarterback in the country, period. I don't give a fuck what anyone says to me. If he played for a powerhouse, all right, if he played for Michigan or SC or Texas or Georgia or Alabama, he would be the front runner for the Heisman with Travis Hunter at CU, but Travis would probably be with him. So fuck. So, like, I'm tired of the negative narrative. I'm tired of the haters. I'm tired of people lining up just to talk shit because they're going to get clicks from it without evaluating or giving any love or roses to coach, to the staff, to the way they've changed, to Coach Livingston, to the number 3 ranked rush defense in the fucking country. Ole Miss, Alabama, Colorado. That's rushing defenses in the country.
Are you sure? I'm not. Here's the exact stat, and I know exactly what stat you're talking about. I'm pretty sure it's the linebacking core that's ranked third in the country.
3 games,
huh?
Not giving up points in the second half.
Yeah,
like
legit.
Bro, the defense is fucking real.
We were talking about the law firm.
Yeah, the linebackers were outstanding. I mean, I think that was the stat. Like, from a linebacker perspective against the run game, it's Ole Miss, Alabama, and CU.
It says their linebackers last year were 122nd in running.
Yeah, that's the stat.
Right now, it's Ole Miss, Alabama, and Colorado at linebacker.
So I thought Saturday was unbelievable. People are like, I took a bunch of recruits up, my son included. They all left early, which you probably shouldn't go to CU if you're leaving early. So everybody but Zane left early. Me, Nick, and Zane are sitting there, and Caden didn't leave early. And then I was like, don't leave. You guys did this last year at CSU. Your dumbasses left. And you saw what happened. So they left, and then they're all texting me, what the fuck? And I'm like, I told you not to leave, you idiot. So, look, the locker room atmosphere afterwards was nuts. People were just hugging and kissing and, fucking – it was incredible, dog. It was awesome. Had a great moment with Coach Hart and Coach Lewis and got to see everybody, and then we packed up and left. Mm-hmm. So – walking out, the excitement at Folsom was through the roof. People were singing the fight song everywhere. It's raining sideways, doesn't fucking matter. Like, it was incredible. So there's 3 Hail Marys in Colorado history that come to mind when I think about this. Obviously, the first one's the Miracle in Michigan. Okay, that's Cordell to Mike Westbrook, one of the most famous plays in Colorado history. All right, just an incredible play. I remember listening to it on the radio with my dad in '94, and him telling he was going to lose, and I'm sitting there talking shit, and then all of a sudden they pull it out, and I'm running around the car on the radio listening to Zimmer and everybody call it. And then the second one isn't this one. The second one is one you're probably not going to be able to find on YouTube because I can't find it. I had to reach out to John Sleeson, the video director, to see if he can find video on it. And I'm like flipping through my DVDs. Yeah, DVDs. I'm old. DVDs down here trying to figure out, because I have all the games on disc. I'm trying to find it, and I couldn't find it last night. But in 2004, my last home game, we played K-State. It was 31-31 with 8 seconds left. And Klatt hit Ron Monte down the left sideline, very, very similar to this play. Rolling left, throws it like across his body. Ron catches it in his hands and runs it in. And we win on the last play of the game, 38-31. So that was a huge Hail Mary that no one saw, because in 2004 everyone hated us. And then this one, the Rainy Day Miracle, bro. And plays like this, they don't just happen. You actually have to have the talent to pull them off.
Amen.
And look, everything. The throw is incredible. Getting hit again. The more you hit him, the better he gets. Thanks. Wester, I saw Wester afterwards, gave him a huge hug. He said, "What do you think about that shit?" And I was like, "I think it was pretty fucking cool." So, like, watching Nick and the way that that young man, since he was in 8th grade, has been in the locker room like 6 times, and it just, you can see him gravitating towards it. And I hope that he's good enough to play there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's getting recruited by him. Now I hope he's good enough to play there. Obviously, he's pretty jacked. So, look, bro, this entire situation, this is the kind of victory that propels your team to the next level. It's the kind of victory that takes you from CU has no community and culture, and they're just 2 players and all this other narrative bullshit that you hear all over the country, and it takes them and goes, whew. And now you wake up Monday morning, and what's the first thing you see? 11.5-point dogs and all these motherfuckers everywhere talking shit, how we're going to get hammered and we're not real, and UCF's going to run the ball down our throat, and all the fucking Florida guys on the team, they're not going to go back to Florida and want to play well, including Coach Prime. First time he's playing in Florida since he's been the head coach, and he doesn't want to go back. That's not his state. I forgot, especially North Florida. So,
yeah,
I think that it was needed.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of excitement. Like I hear all these people on Twitter, like, how could you rush the field against Baylor? Obviously, you didn't watch and you weren't there. That shit was fucking nuts.
Yeah,
and I knew it. I was like, I looked at Nick and I was like, if they miss this field goal, we're gonna win. And they're going to rush the field, so stay on my ass because it's going to get crazy. And they're like, cool, because now my boys are like veteran up this shit because we've done it so many times. So I just think that it was an incredible team win. I thought that everybody played as hard as they could when they needed to. Is there stuff to fix? Yep. Is there holes on the team? Yep. Are there also fucking bona fide superstars and the Heisman Trophy winner? Yep.
Yeah.
And look, they're winning 6, 7, 8 games. I don't care what you say to me. They're going to win 8 games. And when they could win 7 and he could win the Heisman, that I don't know how you could give it to anybody else. And it would almost be like it was
in college football. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't think Travis Hunter is the Heisman Trophy front runner right now, you don't fucking know football.
Amen.
You don't know shit about football.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only been one Heisman Trophy winner in history that's won with a winning record. That was like Paul Hornung at Notre Dame in the fucking black and white TV days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he didn't even play against black dudes, so that doesn't fucking count. But I will say that, like, Travis Hunter is a unicorn, and I don't just mean like he's good. I mean, like, holy fuck, bro. I've never seen anything like it before. Ever. Ever. And he just keeps building on it. And that's how you have a Heisman resume. And then Shedeur, Mike Sanford, who, coaches CU, a great friend of mine, who's now on altitude and does a ton of other shit. A quarterback guru. He can put out a video the other night saying Shedeur's bona fide #1 quarterback in the draft. And I don't know how you can disagree with that. I know JB thinks that he's mid and all this other shit, but JB does that for clicks. He doesn't really believe that. There's no fucking way he does. As a quarterback himself and a quarterback coach, he would be jerking off Chicago backhand style to have Shedeur as his quarterback. If Shedeur was JB's quarterback, he would be the best player on fucking earth. No one could touch him. His pocket presence would be amazing. He would be eluding a bad offensive line. He would never be touched. He's got swag. He's doing the fucking Deion Sanders high knee, running out of bounds. He's fucking flicking goddamn balls, running left across his body for touchdowns at the end of the game, 60 fucking yards. I mean, what else do you need to see? So my point to everybody out here in the world is, what else do you need to see from this team to at least give them the opportunity in your mind to just play football and stop fucking with them about jewelry and rap songs and your lack of I'm sorry, it's not white person culture, but it's damn sure culture.
Yeah.
It's damn sure community and family.
Yeah.
I know because I'm part of it, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell me it's not fucking real.
I'm with you on that. Absolutely.
I'm tired of all these saltine cracker ass motherfuckers around here who are. This is what it would be. I hate Deion. I hate Coach Prime. I hate Shedeur. I hate that they're getting paid. He pulled up in a Rolls Royce. I hate Travis Hunter. I hate everything that's going on. Oh my God, there's Coach Prime. Coach, can I have a picture and an autograph? You're my favorite. I have all your football cards and I have a poster and I even got a marker in my pocket and I got your jersey and everything. Coach, can I have a picture? Oh my God, that was Coach Prime. The minute he leaves, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Get one, dude. You sound fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but people now that are negative, even if they go to UCF and lose, even if they go there and lose, it's going to be a hard game. They're undefeated. Gus Malzahn's a great coach. KJ Jefferson's a dude. Their system is conducive to smash mouth. It's going to be a tough game. It's at 1:30 in the afternoon, 3:30 there. It's going to be 900 degrees. But again, it's not like they got a bunch of snow bunnies on this football team. These are all guys from the South and transfer portal kids, and there's not a lot of Colorado kids on the team. So maybe Zelinkus might be a little tired at center, but other than that, I think we're going to be good.
Yeah, and I'll kind of give my takeaways from the game. You just obviously, I broke it down perfectly. For me, it's special teams. Again, I think that's holding them back. It's crippling. They have to go for it on 4th and 8 because they ain't got a like it's the kickoff return was fuck. That's an issue that they're going to solve, I'm sure. I really liked what I saw from the defense in the second half. You kind of mentioned it this morning on Coach JB's show, and I texted him about this. I was like, watching the second half, the adjustments they made, because I'm pretty confident for the first three games that this is going to happen again, where they're going to adjust and they're going to figure this shit out.
Yeah, I talked to Livingston after the game, and he was just like, man, we've got a real talented football team here. If we can ever play as one for the whole 60 minutes, we're going to really hurt some people's feelings. And I was like, God damn, Coach, you're making me want to go play 3 technique, dog. Yeah. So, look, also, just a little breaking news. We got Bucky on tomorrow, obviously. We might be from campus. And then Wednesday at 10 a.m., Phil Lindsay's on the show. So hold on to that. Because the heart of Colorado Buffaloes, Phil Lindsay will be on the show Wednesday at 10. Thursday, Steve Atwater joins us live from the studio at 6-0. If you don't know who Steve Atwater is, please check off right now. That's going to be a pretty NFL-heavy show, but obviously we'll talk a lot of college football as well.
Yep.
And then we'll let you know what we're doing for the rest of the week after that when we get everything locked down. But
no doubt.
It's and Lawrence Vickers obviously is every Friday, so he'll pump us up, and he's going to be in Orlando, so that should be pretty fun. Hey, real quick, Bailey.
Yep.
See if you can connect with Cole here. All right, I saw him with Sawyer in the parking garage after the game. We had a good talk, and I told him that he could come on and ask some questions if he wanted to. So there you go, boys. I told you I'd hook you up.
All right.
Well, yeah. So look, we can sit here and act like this is monumental. Because it is. I mean, it's headlining again. This is a monumental win. This is one of those wins where you can put that pelt on the wall and go, man, that was a goddamn war. That was a war. And look, hats off to Baylor.
Yep.
Hats off to Baylor. They played their asses off. I'm not buying into this whole narrative that they're not any good now. Like, that's a good football team. Okay, they really played hard for their coach. They had a chance to win. They didn't make the plays at the end of the game like CU did because they don't have the playmakers that CU does. If you look at what happened at the end of the game, they put the ball in Shador's hands and we scored a touchdown to tie it. And then Travis Hunter made the play at the end of the game to force the fumble at the goal line. So your best 2 players stepped up. And again, I'm going to reiterate this. When the rest of the team, and it seems like a lot of them are following suit, Bentley and Greenhill and Wester and all these other guys, Horn, Jordan Seaton played his ass off. He had 4 false starts, but other than that, he played his ass off. When all these guys play to the level mentally and physically I don't know if you can play to the physical level of Shador and Travis, but when you match them mentally and you are on every play, and you realize that every play could be your last one, and this is the play that could turn the tide of the game, and everybody's playing at that level, and everyone's running at the same RPM, this team's going to be unfucking stoppable.
I'm with you.
So, look, now it's time for everyone to give Coach Primus flowers for the week, bro. Because what he said he was going to do in the offseason, he did. We've got a really aggressive, tough-nosed, fucking hardcore defense. Okay, we've got the best tandem linebackers in the country. He went out and found pass rushers. They were in the backfield the whole game. All right. Do we need to figure out how to stop draw on 3rd down from a quarterback? Yeah, we do. Like, that's something. If I was KJ Jefferson, I'd be like, I'm about to go for 100 yards this weekend. So, but again, if you fuck it up enough, then you really have to focus on it so you can fix it. Okay, so fuck it up and then fix it.
Yep.
The secondary is elite, maybe the best in the country. Did they get beat a couple of times? Yeah. Again, fuck it up and fix it. Travis Hunter's going to win the Heisman. All right? Shador Sanders is the #1 quarterback in the draft, and I don't give a shit when anyone says to me I'm dying on that fucking hill. The offensive line, even though they were kind of shitty the other night, much improved from what we've seen. Now they can at least run the ball when they need to. Okay? So, if we've checked all these boxes on what he needed to do in the offseason in order to be competitive and do what they need to do on the field, and now they're doing it, at some point you've got to be like, okay, coach, here's your flowers. Now, that doesn't mean that it means shit. Flowers last 24 hours, dog. They're cut at the stem. They're not in the ground.
Yep.
So flowers last 24 hours, just like wins and losses. So rolling into tomorrow, it's going to be heavy on UCF. We'll talk about this, obviously, but it'll be heavy on what we need to do to beat UCF. Yeah, we already beat Baylor. So the Big 12 emblem on the field, just seeing it was incredible. Mm-hmm. That's the conference I played in, and I missed it badly. I thought it was terrible when we left. I'm just everybody from Miller stepping up. Guys only had 12 fucking catches his whole career. He steps up and makes the play of the night going into halftime to make it 24-14.
Unbelievable play.
Look at this play, bro. And the other guy's just watching, and he just takes off and scores right in front of us. So it's
awesome.
Oh, man. It was really, really, really good to see. Without the special teams problems, I think we blow the people out.
I agree. That's why I said it held them back. It really, it puts your defense in a tough position.
Terrible. If you have to sky kick the ball and you're getting the ball to 40 every play, you might as well just kick it out of bounds.
Yes, that's where it's just I feel it's really holding them back. I think the offensive line learned a lot. Will learn a lot from this game.
They better, because that run's worn out. They were getting fucking murked.
Yeah, it was tough on
but okay. So look, I'm not a born offensive lineman. I played defensive line my entire life and got moved to offensive line. So I don't understand the whole. I'm used to losing reps on defense and still giving effort and thinking I'm going to win the next rep. Mm-hmm. There's this thing with offensive linemen where born offensive linemen lose and they go, "Oh, I lost," and I just want to slap the shit out of them when they do it. Like, get your fucking head up and stop being a bitch. Who gives a shit if you lost? Learn from it. So. That's why I'm glad Coach Loadhole was on their ass the way he was.
Yeah.
Take some pride in what you're doing. Keep the fucking quarterback off the ground. Keep him clean. That's a leader right there. Coach Lewis getting his defense going. That's a leader right there. That's what we want on the sideline.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit we have to have in order to get these guys moving in the right direction. You can't just be like, oh, well, they're getting paid now. So, shit, man. We don't need to motivate them. They're motivated enough. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
you're getting paid now. We need to stick a hot poker up their ass and get them going. Let's go.
Maybe they should be coached much harder. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Way harder,
more motivation.
So, look, that was one of the top college football games I've ever seen, on top of one of the top Colorado games I've ever witnessed or been a part of. It was fucking incredible. It was just incredible to be able to play like that, and as bad as they did in certain circumstances, but then play as good as they did in other certain circumstances. Yep. It shows me that the team is still finding themselves, and they're just getting better and better and better. Because you know what? When they went down by 10 points, they could have quit.
Absolutely.
They could have fucking quit, or they went down by 14. It was 24-10. They could have just quit.
Yeah.
And there were people in the stands like, oh, same old CU, blah, blah, blah. There was this fucking drunk asshole behind me talking to the recruits that I literally walked up and picked up off the ground and removed from the area. I was like, you don't need to talk to these guys. Win or lose, we booze. And I'm like, hey, drunk fuck, get the fuck out of here. He was not happy with me. And then he saw me and he's like, okay, I'll leave. And I was like, yeah, leave. And I went and escorted his ass out. I don't need the recruits talking to that asshole. I need the recruits talking to real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You want to go booze, go be in a fucking frat party. We're here to play football. Mm-hmm. So I'm still kind of blown away, bro. I don't really know what I just saw. That shit was fucking crazy. Yeah. I couldn't go to bed till like 3 a.m. I was just vibrating at home, like, holy fuck, that was nuts.
Yeah. I texted you. That was unbelievable. Like one of the most football games I've ever seen in my entire life. Shador, and I gotta give a lot of credit, man. The tackle, like just the offensive line at the end, where it was tough for him. He figures it out, man. He figures it the fuck out. That's it. I mean, he gained a lot of respect. If he already didn't have it, I was like, that's some of these plays. Like he figures it out, bro. That's unbelievable game. That's what show's titled Unbelievable.
We appreciate everybody contributing there. Super chats and subs are open. Anything you can give, we appreciate. That's how we get paid on the show. We're going to keep rolling for you as long as you all keep rolling for us. So,
absolutely. Matt, let me ask you a question.
I was crying in the parking lot. It was fucking dope, man. Like, here, put Sawyer up there. Yeah, that's true. I was crying in the parking lot. I was pretty emotional for the simple fact that my son's being recruited by him, and I'm a legacy, and I poured my heart and soul into that place, and it's really the only thing I give a fuck about in sports. Let me be honest. The University of Colorado, and I'm an old head, so this might be weird for some of you people that don't care about shit and have no fucking passion in your life and never did anything, and like you don't understand why people are so wrapped up in shit that they did and shit that they care about. That sucks for you, by the way, because your wife must be real satisfied. I'm divorced, by the way, so keep that in mind. As far as sports go, I like the Nugs. They're entertaining, but when they lose, I don't give a fuck. I like watching the Broncos. When they lose, I could give a Tiffany fuck. I'm a Jet fan. I played for them. I'm expecting them to lose. Don't care. I played for the Dolphins. I could give a fuck if they win or lose. Don't care. But the University of Colorado, that's where I chose to go.
Yep. It's
the only place I ever wanted to play as a young man. And now that my son's being recruited by him and the culture and community that I'm engulfed in now, and again, when I'm standing on the sideline and we're 1-11 and I'm giving the lock the gate speech, which is awesome and people love, and people are asking me why I'm there supporting this garbage. And I'm like, well, because we're not always going to be like this. Yeah. And now we're like this, and everyone's like, oh, man, I wish I had access. And I was like, well, I wish you were loyal. Yeah. So I don't care if they're 0-12 for 5 years straight. I'm always going to think we're going to win. I'm always going to pour my heart into it. Always. Because I was there when we were getting fucking jewelry and beating the shit out of the number one team in the country and going to the NFL off of it. So you can't expect me to, like, people that call me a homer, you're motherfucking right. Yeah. The pride and tradition of the Colorado Buffaloes will never, ever be entrusted to the timid or the motherfucking weak. Ever. I bleed black and gold, dog. I love that place with all my fucking heart. If my son gets the opportunity to play there and he's good enough to do it, and he picks CU when his time comes, and they pick him, it'll be the fucking coolest shit ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, it's his journey. I'm glad to be sitting there watching it and watching my love for that place trickle down to my kids and how much they love it now. And it's just, bro, the entire evening on Saturday was so goddamn special. And Bree was there with us, and it was just so fucking cool, bro. She was going nuts, fucking raincoats and fun. It was awesome. So, dog, I don't know how you don't operate like this with your school. Yeah. I don't know how you don't operate like this with your family. All the parents, and it was homecoming. There were families there. Yeah. That's something you will remember with your family for the rest of your fucking life. And if I'm getting emotional about it now, if you weren't emotional about it, why are you there?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And don't you fucking dare try and Adam Morrison me like it's bad that you cry when you give a fuck. Every time I've ever gotten in a fist fight, which is about 100 times, I'm bawling tears while I'm smashing someone's fucking face. Mm-hmm. So it's, bro, I'm telling you, it's bigger, for me at least. It's fucking bigger than just a football game to go see if your kid can get recruited. Absolutely. And see if your kid can go play. It's fucking bigger.
Yeah.
So I'm blown away by what I've seen, and I keep running back to an empty stadium against Utah, the last game of the year when we're 1-11, and feeling bad for Coach Stanford and hoping he stays on. It didn't happen, but hoping he would, and hoping where are we going to go in the future and how are we going to do this? And since Coach Prime's gotten hired, it's been nothing but vitriol and fucking hate and people coming out of fucking everywhere to shit on them while the community is trying to uplift them.
Yeah.
So just come together and fucking keep uplifting because it's fucking working.
Yeah.
You have a real football team in Boulder right now, folks. You have the number one quarterback in the draft. You have the Heisman Trophy winner in Travis Hunter. You've got NFL guys all over the place. You got the best tangible linebackers in Colorado since probably either Jay Sean Sykes and Sean Tufts or Jay Sean Sykes and Hannibal Navies. And Hannibal was there the other night. I love Hannibal. And he runs right by me, going to the locker room. He's like, yeah, motherfucker. It just gives me a huge hug. I'm like, Hannibal. It was fucking awesome, bro. And that he's fired up. Everyone's fired up. How can you not be?
Yeah. There's some perspective. There's a lot of people that, go at Prime, go at Matt for the way he speaks about Colorado. Just take some of that into perspective.
Does Travis and Shador's names go up in Folsom? If they are unanimous All-Americans, they will go up.
Yeah, true.
So Travis, yes. I think Shador should go up, but I doubt he'll be a unanimous All-American.
Yeah, we'll see.
Unanimous All-American is every publication, sport, like everybody has you as an All-American or you're an award winner. So that means he has to either win the Davey O'Brien or the other quarterback award or the Heisman. So he could win one of those awards and go up for sure. Yeah, fucking A. Yeah. But I don't think there's any quarterbacks. I don't know if Cordell's number is retired and names up there. I know that Dan Graham is, and Al and guys like that. Rashawn, obviously, but I don't know. I know that you have to be a unanimous All-American to be up there, though.
No doubt. That's a hell of a question. Well, we're gonna pay some quick bills before we go into the second half of the show. We got a lot to cover in the second half. Obviously, huge.
Here, and then just hold on. Look, there's people saying that I didn't criticize. What did I open up the show with? What people are saying, like I'm not criticizing the team. What did I open up the show with? The fucking special teams were dog shit. The offensive line got shredded. They've got to fix that shit. There were holes in the secondary that have to be fixed. There's effort things that need to be fixed. But again, it was overcome by heart and character and coming together and having the best two players in the fucking country on the field. Mm-hmm. So don't sit here and act like I don't criticize these guys. I just do it constructively in a manner that it's conducive to us getting fucking better, not sitting in the corner and crying like you bitch-ass motherfuckers. Oh, my God, we're terrible. We're never going to get better. That is a loser mentality. I don't care if we give up 50 fucking sacks in the game. The next week, we can fucking get better.
Absolutely. Amen.
So I'm tired. This is the narrative I'm talking about. What? Did they beat Baylor because Baylor's not any good, but you picked Baylor? Did they beat CSU because CSU's not any good, but you picked CSU? Did they beat North Dakota State because they're not any good, but you picked North Dakota State? I bet you're good at picking. You're probably a great bettor. Shut the fuck up.